go, Dream Team? It's your boy D Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with things that are considered normal in America, but weird in other countries. And I've seen different videos concerning this topic, but this is a new one, so we're finna see if there's anything new that I haven't seen. But before we jump into this, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so I get suggested. Social media, Patreon, all up top. You can subscribe to any of it, put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. I'm human, I talk back. If you got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon, or in the description there's a Google form link. What we got?
Do any other countries do this and put the flags in their school classrooms?
I've been waiting for this one. So I was born in California and I moved to Auckland when I was 10. And let's talk about culture shock. I was moved from LA to a small rural school in Mangatafri. Nobody wore shoes. We were doing cross country in the neighbor's cow paddock and stepping in their shit, and we loved it. I mean, I did eventually. And in the mornings we did jump jam and sung beautiful Modi Wayatas.
Oh, no, y'all, she moved at the age of 10 from California. I don't even know where it was. She said she moved to. But they don't wear no shoes in school, running cross country. And the neighbors, what is on the neighbor's farm or something like that? Just stepping all in crap? Nah.
Country in the neighbor's cow paddock and stepping in their shit, and we loved it. I mean, I did eventually. And in the mornings we did jump jam and sung beautiful Modi Wayatas. When I was about 15, I kind of asked my friends, hey, do you guys have like a Pledge of Allegiance or anything? They were like, we have our national anthem, which starts in Modi, by the way. America could never. And I was like, no, I'll show you. We have it in America. And I told them. They were terrified. They were like, you did this every day? And I was like, yeah, and the national anthem and 2 patriotic songs. It was at this point that I'd realized I'd been brainwashed as a kid. You'll see maybe one flag at a school here. They're mostly at gift shops. And despite that, I've never met a Kiwi who's not been proud of their country. My dad's Kiwi, and despite my accent, I'd say I am too.
Ice in America is pretty much used in about every single kind of drink. I don't know exactly why, but Americans tend to use more ice than any other country. But other countries tend to don't use ice because of how dirty it is and how much space they're losing from the liquid. But I can't stand having a warm drink.
Things that are normal in America.
I can't take a warm drink. It's got. I know ice. The amount of ice we use here is not normal in other countries, but I need that ice. I need that ice because, yeah, if the drink is warm, I just won't touch it. Like, that's all. If I bought it cold and it gets warm, I no longer want that. So ice is essential here.
How much space they're losing from the liquid. But I can't stand having a warm drink.
Things that are normal in America but super weird everywhere else. Travelers coming into America are often surprised by how big American portions are. In Europe and pretty much everywhere else, the portions are much smaller. The gaps in public bathroom stalls. In other places, it's completely private, so you don't have to worry about anyone seeing you. Giving your credit card to servers. They take your credit card, charge you, and then bring it back with a receipt. I'm used to just tapping my credit card on a payment machine and that's it. Tipping expectations in restaurants. In America, you're expected to tip 18% or more to your server, whereas other places like Japan, it's actually considered rude to tip at all. Before I show you the last one, I just found a way to prank your friends by spam texting them at maximum speed. Try it out by pressing here on my profile, then press spam text your friends. And finally, Americans get a lot of ice put into their drinks. They pay for most of their drink to be filled up with ice and only a little bit of soda. Let me know what you think about this in the comments.
See, so when we get refills, it's not weird that we continue to get free refills, because most of the cup is ice, and so you drink it fast, and then just bring the refill, keep them coming. But bathroom stalls, I definitely agree with that one. I don't know why the gap is so big. I'll never understand that, and because in other countries it's not like that. You got a small gap in the bathroom stalls, which I think it should be. So can't nobody try to peek over, peek under, peek through. None of that. But he had a lot of good ones. A
little bit of soda. Let me know what you think about this in the comments.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
Straight outta Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube. From the gang called Fellas with Attitudes. When I'm called off, I got a sawed off. Squeeze the trigger and bodies are hauled off.
I swear nobody follows it. I definitely try not to follow the speed limit. Don't hate me for it. It's too slow for me. It's too slow.
Attitudes. When I'm called off, I got a sawed off. Squeeze the trigger and bodies are hauled off. You too, boy, if you mess with me, the police are gonna have to come and get me off your ass. That's how I'm going out. For the punk motherfucker that's showing out. People start to mumble, they wanna rumble, mix them and cook them in a pot like gumbo. Going off on a motherfucker like that with a gat that's pointed at your ass.
So you gotta be waiting to your table. They don't care to be overly nice either. Nah, I need my nice servers. I need my nice customer service.
What is something that's
That was a
normal
good
in
one.
your country but weird for the rest of the world?
I've been waiting for this one. Now, I don't know if this is normalized in every other country, but it is normalized in mine. And I do think it's a bit strange, though, that it is normalized. To start off strong, people in my country still don't think that the coronavirus is real. If there's a loud bang in class, we just all sort of stare at each other like, is today going to be the day? Every single high school, at least that I know of, including my own, has had a hit list. Mine was the year before I was in high school, though, but yeah. If I'm walking somewhere alone, I put my keys in between my fingers, so if anyone tries to kidnap me, I just turn into Wolverine real quick. If I'm alone, I don't make eye contact with men because that is an invitation for them to come up and start harassing me, and they won't leave me alone. They start to get really weird.
That thing, I hadn't heard about that. She said when I'm walking alone, I keep the keys in between my fingers just in case someone want to jump stupid. I turn into Wolverine on. I feel that. That's respectable. The other things, what else did she say that were normal?
And I do think it's a bit strange, though, that it is normalized. To start off strong, people in my country still don't think that the coronavirus...
Oh, okay, that's what I was going to talk about. Let's get back to where it was at. But, yeah, you did have that group of people who didn't believe in the coronavirus. And they thought it was just the government. It was like they're just trying to take your rights away. And they didn't want to wear masks. They didn't want to follow none of the rules. I mean, in America had the most deaths out of every other country. So we probably should have took it serious from the jump, which a lot of us didn't.
Because that is an invitation for them to come up and start harassing me, and they won't leave me alone. They start to get really weird.
C'è la luna, mezza mare, mamma mia, maradare. Figli mia, cutterare, mamma mia, pensaccia tu. Sitte d'ogna pisciaolo, ite va, ite viene sempre baccalare del mare bene. Se ci picchia fantasia, baccalare, figli mia. Oh mamma, la 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 la. Oh mamma, la 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 la.
Yeah, I liked hers. Yeah, when people ask how are you, that's just a greeting. That's a way of saying hello. They're not really asking like they don't want to know what's going on in your life, like how you really are. You just it's hey, how are you doing? I'm doing good. What about you? I'm good. That's what's up. Catch you later. That's kind of how that conversation should roll. If I ask how are you, you shouldn't be like, well, right now I'm not doing so good. This is going on. This is going on. This is and not. That's not what I was meaning. I was just trying to say what's up. Yeah. And yeah, don't stare at people.
Oh mama, la 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 la.
When you think of American bills, there's really nothing weird about it. But for other countries, there is. The reason for that is because in America, the bills are all similar shades of color and all the same size. But in other countries, their bills are different in color and size based on the value, which does make it easy to find which bill you need to use. But to them, our system is too confusing.
What is considered normal by the American folk?
Our system is the numbers are on the bills. I don't know, but I guess if you're blind or anything, that would be more confused. It would be easier if the bills were different sizes, just so you know which bill is worth what, and so that would help if you're blind.
But to them, our system is too confusing.
What is considered normal by the American folk, but incredibly weird for the rest of the world? The imperial measuring system. USA is literally one of 3 countries that still use inches, feet, yards and miles. Not that I personally mind it, measuring someone in feet and inches is pretty damn comfortable. But yeah, it's one of those things us Americans feel is normal and no one else does. The lack of bidets in bathrooms. Come on guys, there are situations, like after a big Indian food meal, that just cannot be solved with toilet paper. Especially if you're a guy with the bad luck of having a really hairy ass, and sorry for being so graphic, but I did it so Americans understand. When I was in NY, I felt I needed to take a shower after a couple of craps.
Get us some bidets. Put some bidets in restrooms. He said the toilet paper ain't cutting it, especially after a big Indian meal. And he said, don't let you have no hairy butt. You need to get in there. He said, I had to take a couple showers after using the restroom a couple times. I had to take showers because the toilet paper just wasn't enough. I'm dead. See, bidets, I've never been on a bidet. I don't know how I would feel about it.
Why I felt I needed to take a shower after a couple of craps.
That's funny though.
5 things in the US that seem completely normal but are very weird everywhere else. The first is high school superlatives. Basically every high school has their senior class vote on who is the most intellectual, who is the class clown, who's the biggest flirt. Like, imagine your child winning biggest flirt at Dubai International School or something. Imagine. The second is that a lot of parents make their children pay them rent for their room once they turn 18. That one always shocks people. The third is calling your parents or your uncles and aunts by their first name. The fourth is free hugs shirts. I actually thought this was totally normal until I moved here to Dubai and I was gonna bring this shirt I have. Ahmed said never wear it again. The fifth is gender reveal parties. Basically, this party reveals the gender of your baby. Some people make it like a war between the sexes. A lot of these things I really didn't realize were so weird until I left the US.
What's something normal in
So
America?
a lot of those, yeah, I agree, are normalized here. But that's crazy. There's some of these things I didn't think were people didn't do in other countries. I didn't know people weren't doing in other countries. Like there was before the free hugs. What did she say? Oh, parents making their kids. I knew some parents who do that, but most friends I know once they hit 18, their parents wasn't making them pay rent. My dad just said you gonna go to school or you get a job, but he ain't say you gotta pay to stay here. That would have been tough. Most of the time you're able to save up till you can move out, but I do know some parents once their kid is 18, yeah, they start paying rent, but I guess that's just how it is, huh? They don't do that in other countries. That's interesting.
Basically, this party reveals the gender of your baby. Some people make it like a war between the sexes.
What's something normal in America that is completely absurd in other countries? Commercials pushing medication in TV ads.
I feel that.
Not having a credit history being a bad thing? Extremely short vacation time and basically no paid maternity leave.
That's tough.
Not advertising actual costs. If I go to the store, as with every other country I've been to, the price is what I pay. There are no extra taxes or required tips at checkout. For-profit healthcare funded by for-profit insurance corporations.
What is something that's normal in your country but weird
That one was good. That one was all facts.
for the
all
rest
facts.
of the world?
So I can't find my hospital bill, but I was in the hospital for 7 days, 5 days before my C-section, 2 days after, and my bill was $98,000 before insurance. This is the bill for my one daughter. She was in the NICU for 17 days, and this is the bill for my other daughter. She was in the NICU for 10 days.
Oh
So basically,
my
I was charged like $300,000 for like the birth and our hospital stays, and that is not even including my prenatal appointments. So my ultrasounds with my specialist, my regular doctor, like none of that. Luckily, we have really good insurance, so I think I only ended up paying like $6,000, but that's crazy.
Things that we find
before insurance, when she had her kids, over $300,000 in all with the NICU stays and the hospital stays. Over $300,000. That's absolutely sick. She had good insurance, so it dropped to $6,000. But still, like, it doesn't cost the hospital near that amount of money to have those patients in the hospital, to keep those babies in the NICU. It doesn't cost them near $300,000 for that. And yet they charge it, which
paying like $6,000, but that's crazy.
Things that we find really, really weird about Americans. Thing number one is that they definitely put ranch dressing on everything.
Oh my god. I know a lot of people who definitely put ranch dressing on literally everything. Drown their stuff in ranch. I've never liked this stuff. I think it's just not good. But yes, Americans, plenty of them, love ranch.
Americans. Thing number one is that they definitely
Absolutely
put ranch
love it.
dressing on everything.
Oh my god, yeah.
Right?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Number two is the free refills.
Oh yeah, love them.
Love
Number
the free
three
refills.
is that you have to have a credit card to rent a car.
If you don't have a credit score or credit card, you're a ghost. Like, you're nobody.
Number four, 21 years line. You have to be 21 to purchase alcohol or drink alcohol in
And
public.
cigarettes now, too.
Number five is that they still use the imperial system instead of the metric system. I don't know how long 1 mile is. I only know kilometers before I came here. Yeah.
What is something that's normal in your country but weird for the rest of the world?
Probably school shootings.
Knew that was
The
coming.
U.S. has around 288 school shootings since 2009. The next leading country is Mexico, with 8. 8. We have 288. Come on, guys. School doesn't suck that much.
These are some things we do in the United States that are considered rude in other countries. Laughing with your mouth open in Japan is considered really rude. Instead,
It's considered rude to laugh with your mouth open in Japan. Like, what? It's something's really funny. What do you do? What? Cause if you just really find it funny, you just really need to laugh. You keep your mouth closed. Talk to me. What is it?
laughing with your mouth open in Japan is
that's
considered
weird.
really rude. Instead, in Japan, when people are laughing, they try to cover their mouths with their hands. In some African countries and a lot of Middle Eastern countries, it's really rude to do anything with your left hand. So this would be like eating or accepting a gift. In India, Japan, and China, it's good etiquette not to open a gift in front of the gift giver. In countries like France, Italy, Spain, Japan, it's rude to ask for condiments when you're given food. If there are condiments on the table, feel free to use them, but if there aren't, you probably shouldn't ask for them because that might be seen as rude. This next one I'm trying to stop doing myself, but calling the United States America. In a lot of countries around the world, especially in South America, this is seen as politically incorrect. What are some normal things you do in your country that would be rude in other countries? Let me know and follow for more.
What is something
I
that's
don't know why it's weird or people consider it rude that we call our country America. I know it's the United States, and there's the America. You got North America, you got South America, which is technically all America. Call your countries America. Like that wouldn't bother anybody. I don't see why that bothers people that we call our country America. If you're in North America or South America, you can call your country America. Shouldn't be a problem with it. Keep it rolling.
Your country that would be rude in other countries. Let me know and follow for more.
What is something that's normal in your country but weird for the rest of the world?
Guys, it's circumcision, okay? Circumcision. I'm sorry, when America's the only country that does something, we should question it. And when that something involves surgery on your baby's dick that forever alters their sexual experience while providing no medical benefit, we should question it. That's all I'm saying. I don't know, call me crazy.
I didn't know circumcision was mainly an American thing until it was like about a week ago. I feel like I saw a video and I was like, "That's crazy." I literally thought circumcision was like a global thing, like everybody was just getting circumcised. But I guess not. That's just us. But that's all we got for this one. You guys got a favorite video you want to see me react to, you can subscribe to Patreon or in the description section. There's a Google form link. Hit the link, fill out your suggestions, send it to me. Want me to get yours faster, fill out premium. Make sure you hit subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, give a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media, Patreon, all up top. You'll subscribe to any of it. Put all the links in the description. All you got to do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Love talking to you guys. You guys are the most incredible team on YouTube. It's your boy Neal. Out.